bus is leading the Trump train. Woo!
Look at that! Oh my God!
Somebody said that they had police escort, but I guess they defunded the police and the escort left because it ain't nowhere around.
I think that thing is with the Biden-Harris bus.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that white car is.
I guess escort the Biden bus.
Look.
Look at how they're driving.
We're good. So that way, I think we get the flavor of that. I remember watching that. I was either watching it with my 80-year-old mother or my wife, one of the two, and I remember laughing my ass off. So we have a really good show. We have a very interesting show tonight. We have two different unique patriot guests that you need all different kinds of patriots to fight this crazy battle that we're in, right? And show how how much you love America for many different reasons, right? So our first guest is Chico Cisneros. I've been screwing his name up and spelling Shelly's wrong all night, so I apologize. It took me 12 years to get out of junior college, for those of you who don't know me. So it's a 2-year college. Navy veteran, San Antonio Trump supporter who helped organize and lead the high-profile 2020 Trump train. It was out of Texas convoy that surrounded the Biden campaign bus on I-35. Unfortunately, he was the only defendant found liable under the Reconstruction era KKK Act. He must have worked for the SPLC. In order to pay $40,000, is now fighting the verdict and the appeal in the Fifth Circuit. Great talk from the front lines of political lawfare. We all know that. We all cover that here. And then afterwards, we're going to have Shelly Michelle, body double. So you might not know Shelly's name. You might not know her face, but you sure in the hell will know her body. Shelly is Hollywood's most famous body double. She stood in for Julia Roberts in the iconic Pretty Woman, including the poster and the risque scenes. She doubled for Kim Basinger, Ann Archer, and others. Even had her legendary legs insured for $1 million by Lloyd's of London in the shadows of the silver screen to the mic. Real stories from a woman Hollywood used when the stars wouldn't. Two guests, two very different battles, one show that doesn't pull the punches. I had AI write that for me, so thank you, AI. Thank you. I say this, I didn't even read this much in high school, my whole 4 years, so it's a lot for me. I'm kind of my brain sore. Well, thank you. So why don't you, we got him, there he is. There we go. All right, Chico.
Cisco.
Pepe. If my buddy Val Ojeda's watching, my Mexican buddy Val, I goof around with him like that all the time. He goes, "You effing racist, Dago." So thank you very much for joining. So I know we showed the little video. We talked a little bit about what is going on, but why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your military career? Jet mechanic, that was pretty cool for those of you. Not a Navy SEAL. Were you a Navy SEAL?
No, not at all. No, No, man. I drank and smoked too much back in the day.
So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about it and where you were stationed at too when you were in the Navy.
Oh gosh, man. Very first duty station went straight out to war. Went out to Bahrain, Jebel Ali, back in '91,
Uh-huh.
and finished the war effort there. Then came back. Was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia. From there, I went to aviation school, and then I got stationed in Jacksonville, Florida. Stayed there for about 4 years.
I lived in Mayport.
Yeah. I was in Cecil Field and NAS Jacks.
What years were you there? I'm way older than you, so I mean I'm like way older than you, man.
I was at 93, from 93 to 97.
Yeah. So when you were there, there was a bar that I should have still been there on Jack's Beach, the Holiday Inn, called Trader Charlie's on the top floor of the Holiday Inn.
I'm pretty sure I got kicked out of there a couple times.
I moved down there from Chicago, and I was a bouncer. It was called Trader Charlie's. I was only 20 when I moved down there, and the trouble I had was all the squids, and then we had the Marines that would come, and then there'd be fighting with the National Guard.
All the time.
They fight with the National Guard boys that were all. Well, I don't want to be mean. Coast Guard. I'm sorry, the Coast Guard guys. Coast Guard. You guys hate, and they would always fight. And it was I had a blast there. I hung out with all Navy guys, so that was I really liked it. I
Loved it out there.
So so you were a mechanic, aircraft mechanic.
Left Jacksonville, then got stationed out in Corpus Christi, Texas. Then I went recruiting. Out in Salt Lake City, Utah. Right, and that was right when 9/11 happened. I was there post 9/11, so I thought it was going to be a lot more patriotic out there, but no, not so much. Not a lot of people like joining the military from Utah. I mean, they're there, but not many.
So politically, I'm half Italian, half Polish. The Italian side was mostly Democrats. My Italian side was Democrat Union. And as I got older, I kind of strayed first. And now even my parents are in their 80s. They're Republican Trumpers, man. My mom's a crazy Trumper. Crazy.
Your mom is awesome.
It's like,
love it.
I don't know. How about, being Hispanic and stuff? What was your family, as you grew up? Was it always Republican or was it Democrat?
No, we're Democrats.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, that was a different
Democrat.
Those were different Democrats.
Those are different. Now, some of my family, we're Republicans. We still have some that think they're Democrats, and I try talking to them, but unfortunately, the news keeps them brainwashed. They keep them leveled to this.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. It's hard explaining shit to them. So,
what I say is that if it wasn't for like 95% of the media is for the Democrats, even if it was maybe 80-20, there would be no Democrats. Just 80. Let them have 80 with 20. There would be no fucking Democrats whatsoever. Right? Like 99%. And
I love it, bro.
And
love it.
And it's like I don't know how you could be a Democrat in this day and age. They're not the same. They're not. I mean, it's like they flip flop too. All the money, executives, corporate, dirty money. It's always dirty money, but it's really on the Democratic side. And all these executives that were my age, that were brainwashed in college, are now running the corporations, and they're Democrats now.
Right.
They're Democrats. So, tell us a little bit about like yourself politically. Were you active politically, or are you just a patriot? Did you get a bunch of I know my friend Mike is watching. Mike has the Trump train here in Chicago. Oh my God, he does the same stuff that you do, except we didn't have any buses. But we have, I go out with those guys and they load their trucks up just like you. So I hope Shane, I hope you guys are watching, because it's an honor to have this guy on here, because that was awesome what he did. So tell us about what you do in Texas, and is there an organization that kind of stays with your team and the Trump train? Was that a one-off? Tell us.
No. We were doing this. We started probably in 2018, 2017, probably, and we were just going strong. We were visiting different cities. We started the Alamo City Trump train with a couple. I'm not going to mention their names. I don't know if they want me to mention their names, but we would just travel to other cities around San Antonio, and everybody would just get involved. Their city would come out to us. We'd go support them, and we'd have hundreds, sometimes thousands of cars just lined up supporting. Been attacked a few times,
Right.
shot at, everything, but we just kept going. Let's do this. Yeah. It was awesome, man. It was just the patriotism was unbelievable.
And
Um,
San Antonio, what does that make up? I know, is it like Austin, or is it more Republican, or what is it like?
no, it's a Democratic run city, but we do have some Republicans here and there in city council and reps and so forth. But it's not. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, it's not like a Detroit or where it's just 100%
Yeah.
Democrat. No, we have some fighters here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
And
But
do you know Pete Sessions?
yeah, not personally.
I know,
Yeah, but
I know him. How about Congressman Troy Neals?
Troy Neals, no, do
He's from
not.
Texas. He saved my ass when I was labeled a domestic terrorist.
Oh yeah, oh me too, big time.
Troy Neals came to my
Oh yeah.
rescue.
Yeah, I they called me a domestic terrorist after, I think it was either one after Antifa came to San Antonio, after the BLM.
Oh, did you go confront those bastards?
Oh yeah, yeah. I went downtown with my shotgun,
Oh,
solo
shit.
by
Good.
myself. Like,
I wish if you had video, I would have loved to show that, man.
it's patriot to me. I mean, that's a hardcore word, man. It has a lot of weight to it. When I call some of my friends, like, hey, dude, let's go downtown, get your shit, let's go. Nah, I don't want. I'm like, man, keep that word patriot out of your mouth, bro, because you're not ready to do patriot shit, man.
Yeah.
Be
Yep.
calling yourself that.
Yes.
We got to get down. We got to get down. And this is the evils in town.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, fortunately, after a while, some people started throwing in, and I mean some friends there, fortunately. Vastly outnumbered, but I was ready to rock out.
What Austin is so messed up.
Austin is, yeah. Well, we got that University of Texas there. Very, very leftist. I wouldn't say liberal.
Yeah.
The true word of the word liberal is somebody you can actually exchange ideas with.
Yeah.
Like a Fetterman,
Yeah. Wow. That
or
guy turned out to be
a Bill Maher. Those
Yeah.
are people you can actually talk to, and they
Yeah.
want to hear your side. Hey, let's converse civilly. Let's find out what's going. What we have now, man, it's nuts. It's insane.
Yeah, it's just blue-haired moon bats. They've all got brain worms, and everybody knows it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moon bats, nice.
Do you have children?
I had 3. I lost my oldest 2, and I have one young one right now. And
Sorry about
yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it. No worries.
Yeah.
No worries. It's unfortunately it is a part of life. It's not one that I want anybody to visit, especially as a parent. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's a struggle every day.
Yeah, and the reason I asked you that, it was just about, I got twins that just finished freshman year, and just about the crazy indoctrination and sexualization, all the crazy shit they're doing to our kids to divide and separate them from their parents.
Yeah.
Make them weak.
Yeah.
'Cause they want to have men like us. They don't want
Yeah.
us out there to fight, and they're destroying our children in the educational system.
Yeah, it's not insane. It's insane, brother. Insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
So tell us about the infamous day there with the
I wish there was more to it, man. I really do. I wish there was like something like, whoa, these dudes are fucking dude, all we were doing was following them and protesting them. That's it. That's all we were gonna do.
You guys are just giving him you're just giving him a nice escort, making sure they didn't get lost.
Yeah. Hey, wherever you're stopping, we're stopping. We're letting you know we don't want men in women's sports. We don't want men in girls' locker rooms. We don't want this early term abortion bullshit. We do back the blue here. This is who we are as Texans. Take your shit somewhere else. Every stop you stop at, we're going to be there to let you know and let everybody know this is who we are as Texans. That's all it was, brother. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
They started getting crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The bus driver, that white,
it kind of
them person, whatever the fuck he was,
yeah,
driving that white car, came out in trial. It was a rental car. Now he didn't come out. He didn't come out in the trial. They didn't let him come in. He was a 21-year-old kid going to Texas State, I believe, and he was driving the rental by himself.
Brainwashed kid. They said, just drive this. probably,
Well,
right?
yeah, well, he's 21 years old. You can't be 21 and drive a rental.
Yeah, you got to be
Yeah.
25 to sign for it.
Yeah.
Right.
And so they let him drive it. They did not have him as a driver. They turned the car in, said it was a hit and run, which was bull. They lied. The dude that turned the car in, who was on trial, was just a liar, big liar,
Yeah.
tearing down. Yeah, dude. All they did was lie throughout that entire trial. Yeah.
Cisco, tell us who, so you had the event. Oh shit, I wanted to show the FBI thing. I could send that to Mike. You guys had the event. When did you find out they were going to come after you or charge you, or how did you find out about that?
CNN wrote me.
Oh, they
You
tell
serious?
That part. They tell
Yeah,
that like everything else, right?
Well, they got to tell
they
him first,
wrote me,
Terry. That
they
way they can
wanted
show up
to
with cameras
interview
at 6 a.m. for the arrest.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So I was like, whoa, shit, is this real? I done forgot about that shit. It was like almost a year later.
Sure.
And so yeah, I had to find an attorney, death threats every day, all the time, even still.
Oh, you were getting death threats too, huh?
Oh, massive, big time.
Mostly
Text
peaceful death
messages.
threats.
Yeah. It was insane. It was a crazy time on how these Americans are attacking other Americans for the freedom of speech just because they don't like your speech, just because they don't like what you're saying. They
Yeah.
want to kill you.
I'm looking for this FBI thing you sent me. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
You
Three
sent
of them came over to my house.
Was that email or text? Jesus.
I think it might have been email.
Okay. Yeah.
It might have been.
See if I could find this here. So
It might have been text too.
Yeah, they showed up on your porch. I mean, you didn't know they were coming, right? What was so you were going, this is a civil case, wasn't it? The civil case?
It was civil. Yeah, it was civil. Yeah.
And there was a bunch of people that were charged civilly, but you were the only one that had a fine, I guess, the $40,000.
Yeah, the 40,000. Yeah, I was the most active. I was the.
So you deserved a lesson.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was their. We had a guy in the jury. Not that we had him. We had one of the jury guys reach out to us after the trial was over and let us know exactly what these jurors were saying. And they didn't care that there was no evidence. They didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
They just wanted everybody to burn, and that kid didn't let it happen.
Good.
They said they were going. There was two ladies that they were going to die on that hill. Somebody was going to have to pay for this, and what he kept saying is, "Pay for what? What did they do? Can you explain?" It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They just need to. He was like, "What is that? What did they do?"
Yeah.
The accident. He was like, "It got proven that he didn't cause it." They didn't care. Didn't matter.
Well, yeah, it's all on their emotions. They don't care about the facts.
It was in Austin. They held the trial in Austin.
And let me guess, somebody paid for their attorneys.
I think
Democrats probably paid.
Big time. Oh, they're big. So what we found out,
they take care of their own. We don't get help our side. We
dude,
got
it sucks. And I said that, and I said that, Mike and Terry. You have this kid. What the hell was his name that killed? It stabbed that kid in the neck. That poor kid, man, at the track. I forget his name. And please,
Austin Metcalf and
Austin Metcalf.
Yeah, he was the victim. Yeah.
Democrats, and it hurts, man. They surround this black kid, fill them with money, backup support, regardless of how wrong he was. That's it.
Yeah, we don't get shit. When we were right.
Dude, all I did was fucking exercise my First Amendment.
Yeah.
And I'm losing my house. My truck's gonna be gone. All my gun, with the exception of, all my guns, with the exception of my sidearm, my truck piece, my home defense one, my long range shot. Other than that, all my other guns are gone.
Wow.
That's terrible.
And that's all right. That's all right, because I believe in this, man.
So what was the claim that caused, like, what did they bitch about that they wanted $40,000? What was it?
One, that the bus driver was scared out of his fucking wits, so to speak. He was crying during the trial. But during the trial, we had video of them inside the bus, laughing, joking, run over them assholes. Well, everybody inside. You know, what were we going to do to the bus? Nothing.
This was in Austin, too. That's
This
why.
was in Austin, right. And that he was so afraid to drive, you know, he just couldn't drive anymore. So he wanted compensation. But, you know, they had asked him, you know.
He couldn't drive after that because he was terrified?
Yeah, after the accident, you lived where? In Washington State or Washington, D.C. He was like, how did you get home? He was like, well, I drove. Yeah, fuck you, motherfucker.
No shit, man. I would have been fucking pissed.
Oh, man, I was.
Did anybody else get money?
So he got 20,000, and 20,000 is split up with the other plaintiffs, Wendy Davis and yeah.
I want to look these people up. And Wendy Davis.
Yeah, she was the vice president of Planned Parenthood. Yeah,
of course.
What city?
Yeah.
What city?
I think she's in Austin. Yeah.
Okay, what was that bus driver's name? Do you know? Or you could give it to me later.
No, yeah, I can get it to you.
Yeah, I'll look at that offline. Oh, you know, I'm going to do a little harassing of those bastards. Not $40,000,
you know what?
but
you know what? I can find it right now, brother. We can keep talking. I'll find it right now.
So
but yeah, you know, so it really was just.
Are you appealing it?
Yes. Yeah, we just left the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals last week. We were up there Tuesday. It sounded good for us, I think. But we never know. You know, it's
is there GoFundMe or anything for your legal fees?
I have a Give Send Go, which I had to make a new one because I don't think they liked my. I raised like $4,000 or $5,000 and I didn't get it.
Really?
Yeah, it went right back out to everybody, and I have all the receipts. Like I'm trying to get my money, and they were trying to help me, but they were like they can't help me. So I'm like, oh,
so if you have the Give Send Go now, let us know, or we'll put it up later for you.
Yeah. No, I have my Give Send Go.
Oh, I should have asked you.
And you said GoFundMe took the money?
No, Give Send Go did. They
really?
didn't take the money. They gave it back to all the donators. Yeah. And I think it was the wording in my thing. So, you know, they didn't like me calling them fucking Democrats or some shit like that. I don't know what I said.
Well, if you dropped any F-bombs, that might be it. But I actually know Heather and the founders over there. So if you have any problems, again, let me know.
Outstanding. Yeah.
So why don't you give us a closing statement? So we got Shelly on the back end here waiting in the queue.
All right.
Monroe's waiting on us.
Outstanding. Hey, guys. Hey, to whoever's listening, man, I thank you for fighting. Thank you for just being freaking American and being very patriotic. If y'all can help, if there's any way, I guess we can put up my Give Send Go. I don't want to lose my house, but you know, it is what it is, and I'm down. You know, I'll do what I got to do.
Yeah, we'll send it over and we'll get it tweeted out on the X American News account and other places so people can find it.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Send it to us. All right.
All right. Hey, Mike, Terry, I'll be talking to y'all soon. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, Cisco. Stay strong, man. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye, Shelly.
Okay.
Oh, there.
Shelly, how are you?
Bye.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Marilyn's doing great.
Hey, beauty queen. I got that little sizzler list from your little demo of who you are. I want to play that real quick, if that's okay. That little like a little trailer of a little bit about your background I found. All right. Sure. And we'll do your lipstick thing at the end.
All right.
Mike, Mike, you want to?
Yep. Give me 1 second to swap the video out. Yeah.
Yes, and I didn't call that out in the bio, Miss Patriotic lady. Yes, Miss Armed Forces. We'll have you talk about that. That you know what I did is right before the show, I had AI. I said, told AI, make 2 bios for me real quick, and that's what I. Yes, I know you sent me one, and I'm running late, and I printed it out, or I did it on my computer, for both of you at the same time. So that's how I got that.
Oh, is that how you got the other images and the
So you got it ready, Mike?
Yep. Here we go.
In Hollywood, when a script dares a movie star to show off her body, very often the perfect body we see is not the star at all. Shelly Michelle is a body double. She has doubled for many of Hollywood's most glamorous leading ladies in some of the industry's biggest films.
My body is my career. Having a great belly and bum is how I make my living.
You may never have heard of Shelly Michelle.
I'm the top body double in the world.
But chances are you've seen at least some part of her in a Hollywood movie.
I've doubled for over 100 actresses, including Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, Kim Basinger, Madonna, Barbra Streisand, Sandra Bullock.
Shelly's perfect proportions literally fill in for the body parts of the stars.
Well, what I do is I step in for the actress when she maybe needs a little help looking sexier, a little curvier, a little bustier. Well, I develop my body through ballet, and I believe in isometric exercises, things that you can tone each separate part for great legs, great bellies, a great bum. Being a body double, I have to look perfect. So I'm always out there looking for a great machine, and the perfect buns and thigh machine has worked perfect for me. With this machine,
We're good.
Okay, there we go.
There's one of your clips. Thank you. That was very, very interesting. So why don't you tell us about the little piece I missed about your bio? Yeah, the part I missed. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm the world's most famous body double, but I'm also Miss Armed Forces.
Armed Forces. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I'm a actress, singer, dancer. I'm a professional ballet dancer.
Ooh, nice.
And right now it's Marilyn Monroe's 100th birthday year, so I'm promoting Marilyn Monroe, and I just put out Billion Dollar Marilyn. It's a song and also a lipstick. I guess we're going to promote that later. Everything goes to the armed forces. I'm Miss Armed Forces, and everything I do,
Very
I do for the military families and support the troops. That's what's in my heart, and that's what I love.
So, Miss Armed Forces, how did you become Miss Armed Forces? What, obviously you're a very patriotic lady. So what compelled you, and what does that mean? Like, you do that stuff just in LA? They bring you to military bases. What does that mean?
Oh no, I've performed at military bases all over the world, and I think the highlight of my career as Miss Armed Forces, I was brought in by Johnny Grant years and years and years ago. I've been doing this for a long time, so he thought that I was, patriotic and all American, and I had the song "Proud to Be an American." My heart's red, white, and blue for you. And they flew me out on the USS Ranger, and I performed with Dwight Yoakam and a bunch of comedians, and it was fabulous. And I have a really funny story about it because of the Pretty Woman. When you go on the USS Ranger, women have to be covered. So I was in like a suit, like a all white American suit, and I went out on stage, and I sang "Proud to Be American," and then I was doing a whole other set because I used to do Madonna, Marilyn, and me, even in for the armed forces. So they said, your legs are insured for $1 million. You're the Pretty Woman. We want to see your legs, and we can't see them because you have on this suit. So they actually called the Pentagon and said, "We want to see the Pretty Woman's $1 million legs. Is there any way we can do that?" So they pulled me off stage. I went into my dressing room. I said, "Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down." And I usually perform in like trunks. And so they gave me a thumbs up. I switched my outfit, and I went back out on stage. They all carried me out, all these Navy guys. And yeah, I performed for like over 5,000 on the Ranger, and then I came back into San Diego, Camp Pendleton, and performed for over 200,000 there.
Wow.
So
Much as like I grew up watching Bob Hope back in the day. Remember?
yeah.
I love watching that stuff, right? I mean, it's not on TV, but I mean, do entertainers do this? We just don't see it, or is it just less of it and not like when I grew up? And I used to love watching that with my parents, and Bob Hope would go all over the place, and other actors, movie stars, performers.
Yeah, well, I mean, I work with Gary Sinise,
Oh,
and then,
good. I love that guy.
yeah, and so he still performs all over the place, and I hope to be doing something with him soon.
Mhm.
And I just kind of like um a lot of the performers, they do it now for charity
Mhm.
and to
Yeah.
help, and that's what I'm doing. So that's even with the Maryland thing, like I was saying, it's all about promoting or helping the troops and helping military families get through all this and all the controversy nowadays. And
Oh my God.
I mean, you have it right there on your show.
Yeah, right. So I know people are going to want to know about your film career, right? And some of the exciting things. I don't, because I don't know if I worked in the movies too. So
Yeah.
primarily when I first started, I was an electrician in grip, motion picture studio mechanic. Then I got my SAG card on the back end, so I was a Screen Actor Guild. I played a gangster, 6 movies.
Oh,
Day player, stuntman. I was a stuntman, a gangster. They typecast me as a gangster all the time. I don't know why.
really?
And so I have lots of stories. Oh my God, as well. But so I'd like to know who was your best. I'll answer mine as well for you. But who was the person you liked the most that you worked with, or one or two, and who was the hardest to work with?
Oh well, okay. Well, I've body doubled over 100 stars.
Hmm.
Like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, Kim Basinger, Madonna, Barbra Streisand, Ann Archer, Meg Ryan. I mean,
Oh, Meg Ryan.
I would name it. Everybody's used my body, and uh, for Kim Basinger, I was chosen out of 5,000 pairs of legs at 20th Century Fox,
Wow.
and
Cool.
Dan Aykroyd was in that movie, and yeah, there was like 5 callbacks, and it was like your legs yes, your legs no.
Wow.
There was
Yeah.
and Kim Basinger ended up choosing me because I was actually a ballet dancer like her, in the closest, and it required a stunt where I had to be 25 feet up in the air, bending over, putting on this nylon. And that was after that stunt that I decided I better insure my legs for $1 million in case I'm the one who falls.
Mhm.
Because,
Yeah,
yeah,
it'd
they
be
had me
career
25 feet
ending.
up.
Yeah.
It could be career, right? And I mean, and there's always like stunt doubles forever and ever, but body doubles, they deny. And so then I did Kim Basinger, I did Catherine Oxenberg, who's royalty, and then I did Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman.
Mhm.
And like you said, who's your favorite? Well, I mean, when Pretty Woman was made, it was like Julia was just scared to death of Richard Gere.
Mhm.
So I was with her for about 4.5 weeks,
Mhm.
and I'd be very, very close to her on set. And so that if at any time she could, they could put in the body double. And the only funny story I have is that I used to have to wear the same wardrobe, and it's kind of cute because I'm a ballet dancer. I walk very graceful, but she was, playing this
Mhm.
this hooker on Hollywood Boulevard,
Yeah.
and so I had to learn how to kind of like walk like this swag, kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
call it the cowboy swag,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so that was like one of my favorites, I think, because Julia was, just taking off then her career,
Mhm.
and working with Gary Marshall and working with A-list actors, and that was kind of when I got a taste of Hollywood. And then I made my own agency for body doubles because I realized nobody knew what body doubles were. They weren't giving us credit, so I started my agency, Body Doubles and Parts,
Oh.
and yeah, and then I started casting body doubles, and then I don't like you want some dirt stories because I have a book coming out actually.
I'll say some myself, maybe make it easier for you, but
Yeah.
one of the biggest assholes I've ever worked with, and human beings, Alec Baldwin. and he was dating Kim Basinger, and
Yes.
this was a movie called my God, Meg Ryan was in it. Prelude to a Kiss.
A Prelude to okay.
And they, I worked the whole movie. I played catch with football with Alec Baldwin, as an electrician, and I was at the rap party and all that crap. So when I first met him, we're playing catch the football. Just met him. He wasn't as big a shot as he was later, so he must have really, really been an asshole. So we were working on the Lake Michigan, and it was really hot. And they would bring in these flatbeds with air conditioners to help cool the houses where it's an on-site set location. And we're sweating our asses off. And he's swearing at the director saying, "You can't work in these conditions. It's too hot in there." Screaming like a little kid. And then he kicked his loafer shoe off, and it goes flying halfway across the set. I'm sitting there sweating my ass off in a tank top. It was blistering hot that day. And he's
Oh my
inside
God.
with air conditioning units and yelling like a child at the director, and then kicked his shoe off. They were in tuxedos because it was a wedding in the back, and his shoe flies halfway across the backyard. And I'm thinking, what an asshole,
Oh
Um,
my gosh.
one of the nicest guys I worked with there was a lot of nice guys. James Woods was a nice guy. Chuck Norris was a really nice guy. Danny DeVito was a nice guy. Dolly Parton is a sweetheart.
Oh yeah.
Bill Murray is exactly like you would think he is. He's a goofball.
He's a goofball.
Um,
Exactly.
but the big standout to me was Alec
Was
Baldwin.
Alec? Well,
Yeah.
he had all that problem on that Rust controversy
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
was
he was in the first, was it Hunt for Red October, I think? Was it? Right,
Yes.
the first one. And he was not in the second one because he was such an asshole in the first one. They didn't cast him. My friends worked on.
uh-huh.
So those are a couple of mine. So we're waiting for a couple of years.
No, a couple of mine. Well, let's see. I mean,
You might
Kim
have.
Basinger did want to sue me after I doubled her again on Final Analysis,
Wow, really?
and it was funny. It was a scene with Julia Roberts' brother, Eric Roberts, and he ended up the director at the time ended up using me for all the opening credits and everything, and I guess she didn't want a body double, and again, Richard Gere was on that set too or something. Somehow was it Richard and Eric Roberts? I don't know. And they were saying, they kind of hide the body double.
Mhm.
And then I always say they bring you out like a chicken dinner, like bring out the thighs, bring out the breasts.
Yeah.
They do. And for that movie, they put me like in a trailer,
Yeah.
on the set, and they're like, "Don't let her know that she's here. We're gonna throw her in." And they did. They
Yeah.
brought me. But I mean, I don't know if it was Eric or Richard Gere who was like, watch out because everybody's gonna know you're using a body double, and this girl's well known, and they were they were treating me like I wasn't human
Yeah.
Yeah.
and stuff, And then the hottest thing I ever did, I think, was with Dennis Hopper. I did a love scene with Dennis Hopper. I was doubling Ann Archer, and Dennis, he, a lot of times people thought I was going to carry on the scene, the love scene, like so he was with Ann Archer, and they'd be kissing, and then they'd say cut, put in the body double, and then I'd take over, and I always say if it feels good, it doesn't look good in body doubling. It's very mechanical. It's like I'm on top of you for 4, now we roll for 4, now you're on top of me for 4. It's a little, more kinesthetic, I call it.
Yeah.
But anyway, he wanted to take me back to the trailer and continue for real, and I was like, no, this is just my
Yeah.
career.
Right. Oh my God, there's a lot of that going on as well. Yeah, when like a few movies I was like that, they usually they lock the set down too with only like the director of photography and director, and I'm like, oh, let me help with the lights. So
Right.
kick out all the electricians, all the grunt labor union guys. Get the hell out of here, guys. We had to. I got another funny one. I worked on Woman in Red, Kelly LeBrock, and Robert Downey.
Oh yeah.
And this is before I got into the movies like in a big way. And I used to be a young weightlifter, and I was an extra. Poor extras, right? People don't know. They think, oh, so I got a chance to be an extra in the movie. We're at Woodfield Mall, And I didn't know Robert Downey Jr. was very young then. So was I. And I was with the girl that was runner up for Miss Illinois. We were just extras. And she's super good looking. And then Robert Downey Jr. and the other star, with him, I forgot his name. They were the cool dudes. I didn't know they were. I thought they were the geeks, like the other two guys. And I just said, "Hey, what's up, geeks?" Being nice. This conversation. Robert Downey Jr. goes, "Hey, fuck you." I said, "Fuck you." I said, and I'm just an extra, right? So people have to understand extras are like dogs on the set, right? They're like,
Right. Yeah.
and
Okay.
I'm like, "Fuck you," and he's like, I go fuck yourself. I go over to the girl. I go, "Man," I go, "well, these are arrogant movie stars." I go, "I just said, what's up, geek?" That's his character. And
Uh-huh.
he goes, "No, they're the cool dudes." I go, "Oh, they're not the geeks? They're the other two guys were the geeks." And so I see him coming by and I walk up to him. I go, "Hey man," I thought you were the geeky guys. I'm sorry. He goes, "Oh, fuck. You, man, you're a big dude, but shit, I'm not going to have you call me geek." He goes, "Who's that hot broad you're talking to?" I go, "She was a Miss Illinois. Bring her over here." So I bring her over and they got Kelly LeBrack, her, so those two guys are both hitting on her. I'm standing there. And then Kelly LeBrack starts talking to me. And then we got invited back to their hotel afterwards. So I went to
Oh,
Kelly LeBrack's room and she was, I think, married to a producer before Steven Seagal.
before Steven Seagal. Okay.
Yeah, it was before Steven Seagal. And I have pictures in the right. So that was an interesting night, I guess.
Yeah.
and then Robert Downey Jr. came there later. And then I became friends with it's a long story. It's actually pretty interesting story.
Oh, wow. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think a lot of times in body doubling, they think that you're going to, that's what I've always dealt with. They think that you're going to take it, the real sex scene, you're in for the sex, you're there to make them look fantastic, give them a great body.
Yep.
But they think that you're going to take it,
Yes.
beyond off the set and all that. And, but I ended up doing a lot of producing then. I would produce pay-per-view and I produced over 60 shows with my body doubles.
Yeah.
And kind of like pretty girl soft sex stuff that's
Yeah.
gorgeous. In fact, I'm thinking of streaming some now, getting it back on.
Yeah.
And so kind of the body doubling led me to I'd produce, write, host, cast, wardrobe, and produce all these shows.
Uh-huh.
And so I think I'm more of a businesswoman now, and I did run into Dennis Hopper years later with at the racetrack, and he said to me, "I respect you because I think if you did go home and sleep with me, I would have not respected you."
Yeah.
Right. So there you go.
I worked on U.S. Marshal with Robert Downey Jr. years later after, Women in Red. And
Yeah.
I didn't think he'd remember me, right? And I go up to him. I said, "Hey," I go, "You remember me the last night after rap?" Because it was the last night so it was the last night, and everyone, we got drunk and everything. And he looks at me because he's not very. He was, "Oh, dude," he goes, "Kelly LeBrock is fucking hot." That's all he said to me. He remembered me. Oh my God, yeah.
She is gorgeous in that.
She was. We all.
I think I remember that going. I mean, that she was. I may have been on hold for her.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like that was right around when I was starting or something, the doubling. And they were like, "Oh yeah, she might need." It was the lady in red, the right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then so when Robert Downey came, he was, and I lost this picture. I'm so pissed, man. So he came to her door, in her room. He was so drunk, right? And he had Monopoly money in his mouth, Monopoly money, and he fell on the floor. And I had one of those little disposable cameras, and I took a picture and I had him. He fell on the floor and his mouth was stuffed with Monopoly money. That would be worth its weight in gold now if I had that thing. Dude, back then you didn't have the digital photos, right? So you have them, you show everybody. If you don't make a bunch of copies, I lost it. I'm so pissed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So tell us about your lipstick. And I'm trying to download this, Mike. I have the lipstick. Tell us about the $1 billion.
Oh, sure. My I have it right here.
There you go.
$1 billion Maryland lipstick. It comes in this gorgeous box and it has me on the back as Miss Armed Forces. So it goes all the well, a portion of the proceeds goes to the armed forces and the families, like I mentioned. And it has 2 lipsticks in it, like that.
Uh-huh.
And I have some like it hot reds,
There you
some
go.
like it hot pinks, and a natural Maryland.
Uh-huh.
And it's doing really well. I just did the saying happy birthday for at the Maryland's 100th birthday in Palm Springs, California. And I was the one who's saying happy birthday to the glamorous, beautiful icon, Marilyn Monroe. And it just went crazy. So I thought, now I put out a song called $Billion Marilyn. It just hit Spotify and iTunes and Apple.
I'll put that on my Facebook afterwards. I couldn't.
Okay.
Mike does it. I'll put it out there myself after I sent
Okay.
it to Mike. I couldn't get it out of my computer into his, so I apologize.
Yeah, no
yes, I'll
worries.
put it on Facebook. Yep.
And then I'm writing in a lot of parades thanks to Randall Macero, who booked me with you.
Yes.
Shout out to Randall.
Yes, my
And
other Paisan buddy.
yes, yes. So he's fantastic, just wonderful. And I think I'm doing on Veterans Day. I'll be writing in a parade with him. And
he's
he
too
does
nice.
all that, the save the animals, the rescuing the the animals.
Yeah, the horses. Yeah.
The horses, the wild horses. And
Randy's too nice to be connected to a organized crime family. He's too nice of Italian. What the heck's going on?
I agree. He's too nice.
Yeah.
But he's great. He MCs a lot of things and just has great energy. And
yeah.
So it's been a pleasure meeting you and going on this.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'll put the show. So where can
Okay.
people get the $1 billion Maryland lipstick at now? Where can they find it?
Yes, at billiondollarmarylandlipstick.com. And if anybody gets confused, because I just started with this Shopify thing, they can email me, and because there's 4 boxes with 4 different colors, so you can do either 2 reds, 1 dark red, one regular red, or you can do red and a pink or red and natural. So there's something for everybody. And so this is my give back to being Miss Armed Forces and All American, and for our troops and families and everybody out there. Thanks so much.
I'm gonna have to go watch Pretty Woman with my son now.
Yeah, it's me in the whole beginning
Yeah.
until you see her.
She was dating Keith Sutherland for a while, and back.
Oh yeah, when you did Flatliners, right?
Flatliners, yeah.
I was on hold for. Well, she wanted me to do Flatliners, and for some reason, I had a booking. I was doing a lot of work in Japan, and I was like, "No, I'm not in town." I wish now that I said, "No, I'll do it."
Yeah.
Because I mean, I had no idea that it was going to blow up. Really,
right?
Yeah, kind of turned into a cult classic. Yeah.
And then and then she was a partier back then. Ether Oh my God, we had to delay shoot. Well, actually, the not the body double like your type, but there's like
the
stand-in, but we had because he OD'd. Kiefer Sutherland OD'd during shooting, and so we had to. They did a lot of the shots like at the museum and stuff, the big wide shots, but and you see from the back there was his stand-in, you know what I mean, that looked just like him. So they did
right
establishing shots and stuff, right? So they did as many as they could while he was in the damn hospital.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Back then.
Well, the body double was on. Like they used my body on the film, so that a stand-in is not. They just kind of like mark the shot.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So stand-in marks the shot, but what do they call it when they like? There was times where the stand-ins would do stuff where the actor doesn't have to stand there.
Face doesn't need to be seen or anything.
So we did a bunch of those things when, walking into the museum, and it was, because while he was in the hospital.
Right. Well, that's why I was with Julia Roberts for 4.5 weeks.
Yeah.
And it was like, you had to be there all the time, just in case they want to throw you in.
There's a lot of laying time. Tell them there's a lot of standing around and stuff.
Absolutely.
It is awesome to be on the set. It's cool, but then after you do it for so much time, kind of like it becomes like, oh my God, long ass day. We work 12 to 20 hours a day, right?
Wow. Right.
Shortest day is 12 hours. It's in our contract for, and I mean, I loved it. It was great. I had fun, but there's no way I could do it at my age now. There's no way. It was hard work.
It's too hard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
thank
you're
you.
doing a great job. So, but
Thank-
maybe I'd love to come out there and sing. Do my Proud to Be American or
Well, I do.
billion dollar Maryland.
Yeah, we do.
Maryland would love to come out there.
Yeah, we have General Flynn's going to be on.
Isn't it delicious?
Yes. Yeah, we definitely we'll figure out because we do a lot of stuff with the military guys. So
Oh, wonderful.
yeah.
I will be there. I love it. I
Yeah.
can't, and I know one time I performed in Texas at Fort Hood with Eddie Money.
Oh, really? Oh,
Remember him?
Another bad
Yeah, I
black-
actually used to know him.
Did you?
Yeah, down
Oh
in
my-
Florida. He lived next door to one of my friends. He actually passed away a few years ago, but
He
yeah, I
did,
actually went to
I
cook out at his
know.
house a couple times.
Oh my God. Yeah, he was the best, wasn't he? I just adored him.
Yeah,
Super
my
nice guy. Yeah, he lived next door to my friend Julie when I lived in Florida like 15 years ago.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me.
Yeah,
It's good
Eddie
that you know.
Eddie Mahoney was his real name.
Eddie Mahoney. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on the show, and I'm sure we'll be in touch. throughout the
Yes,
stuff.
definitely.
And I'll put your song up on the Facebook page.
I'd love that. Perfect.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We
Okay.
appreciate it, Shelly.
You
Thank
too.
you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Give us a kiss. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Get your lipstick.
Yeah. Nighty night. See you, man.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was a good show. It was
Yeah.
a good show. Not it was more lightened than some of our other shows with all the crazy stuff we cover, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's good to get a break from that every once in a while and just have some fun.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was interesting. That was it.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh my God, I gotta mention. So you're gonna have two co-hosts with you next Thursday.
Yes, yes.
The unsafe space. The unsafe space. It is gonna be very unsafe next Thursday.
Good.
Jay Squire and Tommy McIntosh from AM 560, and they're gonna do they're gonna talk a lot of politics stuff, right? And they're gonna hook up with you. They're gonna talk about some local stuff, about setting things straight and a lot of lies that are going out there. Talk about the circus clown, the presumptive nominee, the narcissist, pathological liar.
Right.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll leave it at that. But there's some interesting developments coming on that front as well. We'll talk about that later. It's,
Yes.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun summer fun.
That's right. It's still August. It's still summer.
Yep. So thank you, everybody. Please tune in for the Unsafe Space and Mike Lauber next Thursday. And then General Michael Flynn is going to be on the show soon.
Awesome.
Who else we got coming up? Oh my God, David Hansen I'm working on.
Nice.
Michael Francesi, I'm working on being on Michael Francesi's show. You guys know that. We're going to talk a little bit about my criminal past. Obviously not like his past, but my stuff.
Yeah.
Is like, when you guys hear the whole story of the shit I did, you're gonna be like, holy shit, this guy's still alive. I think I'm Mike knows.
I was gonna say he's not joking.
It's like, so thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate it. And please join in on Thursday with the Unsafe Space and Mike Lauber.
All right, guys. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Please like, share, and subscribe. Help us to grow so we can bring more people the news the mainstream media doesn't want you to hear. And we'll see you on Thursday.